The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a relentless saga of struggle and complexity, is a human drama unfolding over decades, rooted in a land considered sacred by three major world religions. A tale of two peoples, both asserting their right to a homeland, it is a dispute that has seen periods of relative calm and moments of explosive confrontation. Our journey begins in the late 19th century, with the birth of the Zionist movement. This was an era when Jewish intellectuals in Europe, facing persecution and pogroms, started to dream of a national homeland. The stage was set for conflict when, in the early 20th century, Britain issued the Balfour Declaration, supporting the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. Fast forward to the aftermath of the Second World War. The horrors of the Holocaust added urgency to the Zionist cause. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan that divided Palestine into Jewish and Arab states. The Jewish leaders accepted the plan, but the Arab leaders did not. The State of Israel was proclaimed in 1948, sparking the First Arab-Israeli War. The armistice lines drawn in 1949 left Israel with more territory than the UN plan had proposed, including West Jerusalem. The West Bank and East Jerusalem were held by Jordan and the Gaza Strip by Egypt. Wars and uprisings, known as intifadas, punctuated the subsequent decades. Land was gained, lost, and regained in a cycle that seemed endless. Peace processes were initiated, like the Oslo Accords in the 90s, but they ultimately failed to resolve the core issues. The turn of the millennium saw a new wave of violence, the Second Intifada, and the construction of the Israeli West Bank barrier. This barrier, often referred to as the apartheid wall, has been criticized for its impact on Palestinians' freedom of movement and access to basic services. The Israeli settlements in the West Bank, considered illegal under international law, continue to be a major point of contention. Meanwhile, the status of Jerusalem, a city sacred to Jews, Muslims, and Christians, remains a hotbed of dispute. In summary, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a complex issue with deep historical roots. It began with the Zionist movement in the late 19th century, and has evolved through wars, uprisings, and failed peace processes. Key points of contention include the legality of Israeli settlements in the West Bank, the status of Jerusalem, and the impact of the Israeli West Bank barrier on Palestinian lives. This conflict is not just about land or politics, it's about people, their dreams, their fears, and their relentless pursuit of a place to call home. As the world watches, one can only hope for a future where both Israelis and Palestinians can coexist peacefully.